Hello everyone, I am Greek Coder and in this video I will be doing a review of match 39 between DC and RCB. The last time these two teams played it was the Go Green match for RCB in Bengaluru where David Miller and Tristan Stubbs won the game for DC chasing the target. This match was played at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi and RCB won the toss and decided to bowl first. RCB bowlers then demolished the DC batting lineup for just 75 and then chased a target in just 6.3 overs, making it the second fastest chase in IPL history. Josh Hazelwood was the player of the match for his spell of 4 for 12 in 3.3 overs. Now let's start with the playing 11 for the match. So DC had made 4 changes with Sahil Parak coming in for Patul Nisanka. Abhishek Poral came in for Akib Nabi, Kyle Jamieson for Mukesh Kumar, and Dushmanta Chamira was brought in for Lungi Engidi. So Abhishek Poral was their impact player and he replaced Sahil Parak. For RCB, they played with the same 11 and for them Jacob Bethel was the impact player who came in for Suyash Sharma. Now let's go through the overs for both the innings. So in the first innings, as you can see in the overs, the starting 4 overs, you can see there were 6 wickets which fell in the first 4 overs itself. So Bhuvi started with the wicket of Sahil Parak on the second delivery of the first over, getting him bowled. Then in next over, Josh Hazelwood got the wicket of KL Rahul and Samir Rizvi in the first 2 balls. Tristan Stubbs played the hat-trick ball and he hit a 4. But in the next over, he also got out to Bhuvi. And in the third ball of the third over, Akshar Patel was batting and RCB took a review for a catch behind for Akshar Patel. But the review showed that there was no bat involved. But after some time, it was shown that the ball had touched the stumps on the way, making the sound, which prompted the RCB fielders to take the review. But Akshar Patel didn't last long as he fell on the next ball to Bhuvneshwar Kumar. After his wicket, DC made an impact sub, bringing in Abhishek Poral in place of Sahil Parak. Then, in the next over of Josh Hazelwood, after playing 4 dots, Nitish Rana lost his wicket and DC had lost 6 wickets for just 9 runs. Then David Miller and Abhishek Poral were on strike and they played the next 2 overs of the power play bowled by Bhuvi and Josh Hazelwood without giving away any wicket and they finished the power play on just 13 for 6. It was the lowest power play score in the IPL history and the previous one was 14 runs. Then in the 7th over, 2 fours were hit by Abhishek Poral and Miller to score 12 runs in the over of Rafiq Salam. Then Romario Shepherd came to bowl and Abhishek Poral hit him for a 4 to score 9 runs in that over. Then in the next over again of Rafiq Salam, David Miller hit 2 fours in that over but lost his wicket on the last ball of that over with DC losing the 7th wicket. And after this over, there was a dust storm on the ground and there was a slight delay as the dust particles and other things were flying around the ground. Then after some time, the 10th over was bowled and Suyash Sharma bowled it, giving away just 3 runs. At the end of the 10th over, DC were 46 for 7. Then the next over of Romario Shepherd, Kyle Jamieson hit a 6 and 4 to score 12 runs in that over. Then Suyash again bowled a good over, giving just 1 run off the wide. Then Krunal Pandya came into the attack and he took the wicket of Kyle Jamieson, LBW. DC had reviewed this, but no, it was an umpire's call and Jamieson lost his wicket. Again, Suyash bowled a good over, giving away 3 runs, followed by Krunal Pandya giving away just 4 runs. Then in the next over, Suyash Sharma bowled a wicket maiden, taking the wicket of Kuldeep Yadav. Then in the 17th over, Josh Hazelwood got hit for a 4 by Abhishek Poral, but on the next ball, he got the wicket of Poral and ended the DC innings for 75 runs. Now going to the second innings. The second innings started with a 4 by Jacob Bethel of Kyle Jamieson. Then in the next over again, Virat Kohli hit a 4 of Dushmanta Chamira to score 6 runs. Then Kyle Jamieson continued his spell and he was hit for 2 sixes by Jacob Bethel before losing his wicket on the 5th ball. They scored 14 runs in the third over. Then Dushmanta Chamira was hit for a 6 and 4 by Devdutt Patikal to score 12 runs in that over. Then in the next over, Kyle Jamieson was again hit for a 6 and 2 fours and another 6 to finish the over by Devdutt Patikal, scoring 21 runs in that over. Then Akshar Patel came into the attack to bowl the next over. So there was a run-out charge on the second ball with Virat Kohli hitting the ball on the offside and running for a single, but no, Devdutt Patikal didn't want it run, and he was no left in the middle, and he was almost run out. And but KL Rahul missed an easy chance, and he could have taken the throw and broken the stumps. It would have been run out, but instead he left the ball thinking that it will hit the stumps, but the ball missed the stump. Then RCB finished the chase in the next over of Natarajan with Virat Kohli hitting two consecutive sixes to finish the chase. Now let's go to the scoreboard. So in the first inning, Sahil Parak 0 from 2, KL Rahul 1 from 3, Nitish Rana 1 from 9, Samir Rizvi got out on Golden Duck, Tristan Stubbs 5 from 3, Akshar Patel 0 from 3, Abhishek Poral 30 from 33, David Miller 19 from 18, Kyle Jamieson 12 from 13, Kuldeep Yadav 3 from 11, and Dushmanta Chamira not out on 0 from 3. In the bowling, Bhuvneshwar Kumar 3 overs 3 for 5, Josh Hazelwood, the player of the match, 3.3 overs, 4 for 12. Rafiq Salam, 2 overs, 1 for 21. Romario Shepherd, 2 overs, none for 21. Suyash Sharma, 4 overs, 1 for 7. And Krunal Pandya, 2 overs, 1 for 9. DC finished with a total of 75 for 10 in 16.3 overs with a run rate of just 4.55. And there were 4 extras, all of which were wides. Now going to the second innings, Jacob Bethel, 20 from 11. Virat Kohli not out on 23 from 15, and Devdutt Patikal also not out on 34 from 13. In the bowling card, Kyle Jamieson 3 overs, 1 for 42. Dushmanta Chamira 2 overs, none for 18. Akshar Patel 1 over, none for 5. Natarajan 0.3 overs, none for 12. RCB finished with a total of 77 for 16.3 overs with a run rate of 11.85, and there were no extras in the innings. Now let's go to the fall of wickets for both the teams. For DC, Sahil Parak got out in the first over of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, with Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowling an excellent in swinger to the left-hander, and Sahil missing the ball and the ball going to hit the stumps. Then KL Rahul got out to Hazelwood with a short delivery, and the catch was taken by the keeper Jitesh Sharma. Samir Rizvi got out again, nicking behind to Jitesh Sharma of Hazelwood in the second over. Then Tristan Stubbs got out in the third over of Bhuvi, with Padikar taking the catch in the slip. Akshar Patel again nicked behind to Jitesh on the bowling of Bhuvneshwar Kumar in the third over. Then Nitish Rana lost his wicket in the fourth over to Josh Hazelwood with an excellent short delivery and managing to get a top pitch to Devdutt Patikal, who was fielding at the slips. Then David Miller got out to Rafiq Salam with Jitesh Sharma taking the catch in the ninth over. Then Kyle Jamieson was LBW by Krunal Pandya. Kuldeep Yadav was bowled by Suyash Sharma in the 16th over, and the last wicket to fall was of Abhishek Poral, who was bowled by Josh Hazelwood. RCB lost a single wicket, with Jamieson taking the wicket of Jacob Bethel and Natarajan taking a wonderful catch, running behind from taking the catch near the boundary and almost stopping next to the boundary and turning around to complete the catch within the boundary. Now let's go to the top partnerships of the match. So for DC, there was only one partnership of 35 from 31 between David Miller and Abhishek Poral. Miller scored 19 from 18 and Poral scored 16 from 13. Another partnership was of 19 from 21 between Kyle Jamieson and Poral. Then for RCB, there was a partnership of 51 from 22 deliveries between Virat Kohli and Devdutt Patikal. Kohli scored 17 from 9 and Patikal scored 30 from 13. And the opening partnership was of 26 from 17 between Bethel and Virat Kohli. Going to the graphs. So in the worm, you can clearly see the wickets falling at the start. In the first 4 overs, 6 wickets were down. And at the 6 over mark, the lowest power play score in the history of the IPL, 13 for 6. And then they kind of scored some runs and finished at 75. But the score was not enough as RCB chased a total just a 7th over. Now going to the run rate graph also. So here also the same thing. You can see the run rate of DC never went above 6 runs per over. and RCB, finished with a run rate of around 12.8, and they kind of started very well in the power play and finished the game. Then going to the Manhattan, so we'll go to the DC Manhattan first. So here also same thing. You can see the buildings in the first 6 over. Only one over was around five. All others were below five. Then the next 5 overs had four big overs, which were around 8 to 9 runs per over, about that mark. And then after that, all the other overs were below five. So for RCB, if you look, so they started with very big overs. In the power play, they scored almost 65 runs, needing just 75 with the target of 76. So they needed just 11 more runs, and they scored it in the next over. So they are buildings. The highest one was of 21 in the fifth over. Now looking at both of them side by side, you can clearly see how the difference between both the teams were. In the power play, you can see Delhi, the buildings very low, and RCB buildings were very high. Now going to the summary of the match. No, this was a game to forget for DC, as they were just bundled out for just 75 runs after putting up the highest score of the IPL in the last match and then losing the match because of a record chase by Punjab. They now posted the lowest score so far in this IPL. Their combination had to be changed because of the injury to Ngidi, so they went with two overseas bowlers in Jamieson and Chamira, and bringing a debutant Sahil Parak to face the swing of Bhuvi in the first over. After that, they lost 6 wickets inside the first 4 overs, breaking the record of the lowest score in power play in the history of IPL. And after that, they had no chance of winning the match, and they got out on 75. Batting in power play has been a problem for DC, as they have lost quick wicket inside the power play for quite a few games so far. There is nothing much to be spoken about the bowling for this game, as they didn't have enough runs on the board. Now coming to RCB, they started very well with the ball, picking up 6 wickets inside first 4 overs. And at that time, it looked like the lowest score record of 49 of RCB was in danger. I thought RCB could have given one more over each to Bhuvi and Hazelwood to put more pressure and maybe get some more wickets, but they didn't go that way. DC batters were looking to play out overs from Bhuvi and Hazelwood, and I think because of that they had a chance to give them the fourth over, but to bundle out the DC batting lineup for 75 and then chasing it down with 7 overs for the second fastest chase in terms of balls remaining was a very dominating victory for RCB. Now let's look at the points table after this match. So RCB are at the second position with 6 wins and 12 points and a net run rate of 1.919. And Delhi are on 7th position with 3 wins from 8 matches with 6 points and net run rate of minus 1.06. Now let's go to the graphs. So RCB have moved to 12 points after winning this match, and DC and CSK are on 6 points each after DC lost this game. Now let's go to the position graph. So there is no change in the position of any team. RCB maintained the number 2 position and DC maintained the number 7 position after the result of this match. Now let's go to the playoff stance graph. So after this match between DC and RCB, RCB's chances for top 4 have increased, whereas DC's chances have gone down to around 13%, and RCB's chances have increased to around 89% from 75 after this win. Now let's look at the top 2 finishing chances for the teams. So RCB's chances increased from 32% to around 53% after the win in this match. So that's it in this video, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.